Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Tannehill's Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Watson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Again, it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. So quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 38-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 84 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. Play action. It's Tannehill fighting through. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll be 1st down, Denver. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Looking deep for Demarius. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run here with Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now it's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go!
Now a first down throw, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And tough starting field position here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Now they run with Mixon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pick. Up of 4.
Wide, get wide. They're coming. Run.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Carlos Watkins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Dancing to it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And McManus able to put it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on second is Watson. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's Watson now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Tannehill on first down. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for him.
And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. That's complete, right around the 8. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Watson now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Walker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Gets it to Strong. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Out of the gun. Tannehill to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now they'll elect to go for two and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. So they get two more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Tannehill. Airing it out for Olsen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5, and he'll be down deep in Houston territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Zach Cunningham He's the one to get it this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go.
Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 9. A big-time play there for the Texans. 48 yards on the ground. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Mixon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Broncos on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Taken in at the 22. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the team.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards. Off play action, Tannehill. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Texans defense stands tall. And the Texans set to come onto the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From his goal line here, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Flush to his right. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On first down, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. In the red zone this time. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And Olsen over the middle. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And the tight end Olsen, right side. A gain of 32 that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howell. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now a handoff looking right. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And it was the Eagles that wound up winners in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. What? 90. Hunt.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.